I'm Sompa TV so ne abo no nsia da wase ma wadwo ene anwumre nsam no dɔso anwumre ane de eba ECG adwuma ekuo no sesei de wɔkeka wɔn ho na wɔde dum so timetable no aba bonte so na ene anwumre yi yɛde mu asɛm ebrɛw
ankani a wɔsansam wɔ no yɛra John Ginapo ato project de amane aban se betumi a wɔn san hwɛ ne bio wɔne
a wɔn sika da hɔ a wɔhwɛ sɛ wɔn sabɛka ɛwɔ aban ne hɔ no nyame anim ne wɔn bu afu na wɔn de krata bia bonte so a wɔn kyerɛkyerɛ nsɛm bi mu
National Association of the Institutional Suppliers wɔn so so de abeto dwa sɛ strike ya wɔn yɛ sɛ wɔn kɔ na nsɛm mu no wɔtwe de asensen
na no ada na aban no de nhyehyɛ bi ba ɛkyerɛ sɛ ɔdoma nkoma japade ya wɔde ama yɛ sɛ sika kɔkɔɔ no yɛhwɛ na ya pɛ bomu kwan bi akɔpie mu nkɔfo ama so ne de akɔgye fam go de ɛbɛyɛ adwuma wɔ man mu na emu asɛm no mpanifo bi afrase a ɔkasa fa ho
ane na Bank of Ghana so na ɛbɔ amane wɔn kyerɛ sɛ ɔman no sika sɛm sɛ deɛ egyina brane pa
sanso so ɛna yɛwura adesen so ɛnɛ wɔde ensɛm atodwa ɛfamu fasa de sikasɛm no nhyehyɛ ne adeɛ no esi korɔ
yɛnuanom a wɔn to ofo suntade wɔ Kumasi Central Market ade ato aban no wanim sɛ afɛde ayɛ yie Central Market no ɔhwɛ no wɔnyɛ
sesei so GPRT mpanimfoɔ so ɛkyerɛ sɛ sesei no ɔmo ni bibia yɛkyerɛ sɛ boɔ no pagya na ɛwɔ sɛ ɔmo pagya mu anwummerɛ yi ensam no pii ka ho a yɛse nkonwa no yɛde ɛbrɛ Sompa TV so na wɔhwɛ ɛnɛ anwummerɛ yi baabi a wɔbia no yɛda wase ma wadwo ɛnɛ anwummerɛ yi ɛwɔ kwan sonko so na wɔne a wɔwɔ bro na ɛpo yɛ fam sɛ bi atachiman nkranza ne mpɔtam no wɔkura mu ɛwɔ Sompa 90.7 Sompa 90.7 wɔne a wɔwɔ baabi te sɛ bi asonwane na afɛ so so hafo ne mpɔtam wɔkura mu ɛwɔ Sompa 98.9 Sompa 98.9 wɔne a wɔwɔ Asante Mantan Kropon Kumasi mu so wɔkura mu was Sompa 93.1 FM. Sompa 93.1 FM. www.sompafmonline.com. www.sompafmonline.com. Abef ntafidi nyina so ya ho adwumre yi ye nyina so ye ka bomu afi na wo ba ye da wase ma wakwa ba beduru so aba atenase na anwumre ya ho ode no ye nya e de free mizo na afi so 5G ya hye ne so anone sonko a asojafo nyina nya bi a ode eye adwuma ya kyerɛ sɛ adagye ne mu kura sanso so na sɛ wɔkyiri brɛmo no ɛhawo ɛba wo to ase ne adeɛ sa no ma remfisa yara sabia wo bɛkɔ no ɛyɛ 21st clinic yankrabata no dɔso branch bia nso so no yɛbɛyɛ ho adwuma kama na yɛde ma wo ayam tim sisi yadeɛ kokɔ ne adeɛ na ɛhawo a baabi ba ko pɛ na ɔsa wodi wani kyerɛ for a herbal center wɔn dura yɛ friend sɛ koko masa no ɛna yɛde ɛyɛ adwuma no sanso so na bia wo kɔ baabi na wakɔdidi ɔdɔfo bi abɛsra ɔdɔfo bi na pɛ baabi a mbɛtena na mɔtimi adidi a ɛyɛ Isman kitchen yɛ tete wo tobie na yɛsan ɛkyɛ wikwa wokɔsua adeɛ na hefa na wokɔyɛ Express Group na wa express wo ho kama nwumre yi wona da roman yɛ sinkonwa yɛ de nsam no brɛw
akosua agyewa akɔde boaten enemedi mene
nana kwabana kɛse afɛ yɛ hyɛ nsam no ase wokɔ Ghana emmarasɛ badwamu a yɛ wa badwaku awodo pii ɛna ɛwɔ hɔ baako yɛ de hwɛ ahoɔdenneɛ na afɛ so amnamdwuma ho nsam so mobɛkae na mo ahyɛ ne nso na wɔtwi empo enro ɛba no ano yɛde ka kyerɛkyerɛ mu wɔ kaseɛ kwan so de akyerɛ mo sɛ sɛ nkanea no sɛdeɛ nkanea no ho sɛm esitie no ɛha dwen na ɛha Ghanafoɔ adwen paa ebi wɔ ha wo nka bi nhyɛm bo wan sɛ foin na yɛdum no wɔka mpanifoɔ sɛ ɛyɛ dum siesie wei no ɛnyɛ dum so na mpanifoɔ asinkonwa ɛwɔ ho ama yɛ sɛ no krata aba bonte so a sɛ saa abadwako no yɛ wɔ embrase badwafie no esi ayɛ no ensɛm pii ɛna wɔde atodwadwam trani de masa ekuo no ɛyɛ yɛwura atachia na atachia nsɛm a wɔde ama yɛ ɛkyerɛ sɛ ɛbra so sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ mpanifo hwɛ na wɔde dum so no timetable no ɛde ba amonten so na dum so ho nsɛm sɛ de na ɔpanin ne se kyerɛkyerɛ ne nsɛm no wɔkyerɛ mo bere na nsɛm twerɛfo wɔ hɔ a na yɛbusa ne sɛ saa nsɛm wɔ Ghanafoɔ betimi de wɔn ho ato so ana efiri sɛ de Ghanafoɔ si atia mu wɔ saa nsɛm no sɛ dum siesie ne adeɛ no ne nyina kyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ adeɛ sɛ hadwen yɛwura atachia akyerɛkyerɛ nsɛm mu.
The other agencies like we just completed with Greco is telling us their work program. You know, Greco is a very strategic stakeholder in power transmission. So we have the generators, those who generate the power, and they transmit the power. So we need to look at some of their issues and also get a better understanding as to the transmission system and how it operates. What has transpired today, which is very interesting, is that they cannot, if you like, tweak the supply of electricity. You see, they don't have a power to sort of sabotage the flow. The flow is scientific and technologically driven. So when there is excess which has a potential of blowing the system will do some correction. And and then the loading is done and the shutting is done. If you are not careful and you have more than the system can contain, it can blow it all. So this is what they are doing, which is to say that they do not have the capacity to shortchange electricity company of Ghana in terms of the power they deliver to them. No, because they are engineers who are running the system, so we shouldn't worry about it at all. And what it is that they have even done backups to ensure that the system does not degenerate. What we have to be concerned is that we have sufficient fuel driving the plants. And all the plants that are doing maintenance should up their game with the maintenance. So they operate at full throttle and generate more power. When they generate more power, Gridco will transmit the power, and then ECG will receive the power, and then we get good power supply. Some of the problems that ECG might be going through, which you know already, are the transmission losses, and also individuals who, with respect, would want to enjoy power without paying. So that it's been found that the revenue loss to ECG is about 30%. There is no setup in the world in which you lose 30% of your revenue, and function well. So these are the loopholes that have to be plugged. And the minister is very, 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 very strong on the matter. And I'm sure we'll be able to nip it in the bud. Even the issue of meters, if you have prepaid meters and the rest of it, they are involving the private sector so that any household will have their prepaid meters. And then when you consume, you buy the electricity upfront, then you can come.
Na yewura atachia ewi yene na nsem trofo so tese monte subusa Ghana forces se ba bia beduru ni o omo so di ade e na omo hwe kwan
do so na e ba so kankan ni yo hwe freejancy he nyina se hu se bia ebo anopa 10 o medun lighter ni me ba anopa me do fridge because of me be so ba me say bia ebo 10 no duma me so asisu say be me nam ne be dey e be do e to da it ba no do fridge na office say bia ebo 10 na when you free kakra to be so fridge na asisu this time so na do light we ba no pan so be fridge ama nam na ya but omo me hu say light no emre say ye benya abema yeso yetinya hu de wes we ye adwuma na ama ye mboka na say ye no ma no enye de ensei osha edu be bia yetimi di na bebre na ye de ama obi ye de ache obi because of ayam na we de mu bia on top be ka hu say no so eye ka do so de man be eye ka ke we say light o ha ke se ka se hu ni ya me kwa ma di se ka se hu ni ya na ka se bo bo be le o ka se si ayi ni team du fa se because it do yeah so it do just a year 30 seconds every 2 seconds you will do light 2 seconds especially swami the poor attention swami yeah inside masin city na swami pa na do so no eti so man share no man can possibly ya in fact the bibia no obubenya ususanso ana kama akatre problem bi no ana kama akatre sebia problem bi aba enti tibia ye be schedule time na mai ebia na ye be dum no famfo pitu ne e wo mazi hey o se ha nyina e wo mazi no so ya ka ye dum no se bi e be chese chire be dum no chi ha e papa ne ka se ha ya se mo ka se mai ka udu menso a e bia no ni da so bia no se light na do bona ni ana se be bia na se omo so fata di nti won se bia kan se be dum light na ya ja dada ya mo so ana se bi sa ye be tia ni se ye nke bi se mi ye dum na ha abusan ya kuya ni mo ansam from
Ya pagushegu mra shabajani yira John Jinapona de to aban wanim se wantena se no asese nneoma pa elfa enyina monkania ye ne ya ba no de aba watrasa sase aro ne ye kra anase mpode ye de kuma mali ene Burkina Faso man no enya de Ghana ye betumi de akọ biem ye ntwemfa nsensen no wase aban no ntena se na wonsan so anwene hu biem wo mbo chemu se ene ya no de ahwa Ghana no ye hunu sunsunsanso na so bra kọ nanim wo no se ko ba se amaya wodo ya ye de nkane akoma wodom na ye nya sika kakra de firi wormo nchene kase wo mo so te wo mo ho akoya wo mo da mo ne ade a honom no ene de asem beba nti wo basere mampanyi na adon ne mpanyimfo se wo mo tena se na se gina ye no onsange no bi
Omumfa ema directive say we shouldn't export power. Omumfa emagan. One bread is good. It helps reduces the deficit. But the other bread is that it has long-term serious consequence for this country. When you say Yema Burkina a lot of power, Yema Mali so power. That's the source of the Akosomoda. When you become unreliable, and they also decide, look, we can't depend on Ghana. Yes, so you develop your hydrodama. Ghana is in serious trouble. This benefit is short-term, the long-term negative consequence, and you're very serious and dire.
Ya pagushegu mra shabajani yira John Jinapo
Abusanya kwaya nimu wo ensam from mu ane yegyina mu ewo Asante Mantem Hasei woni a won sika edaho ya sika no akoye gasrega wo twe a entwe wo tafre ho a entafre upu a empu na Gold Coast fan yi mpanifo ekyere se nyame anim nie eyade se hadwen sa customers yi nsam wo amoka nyina no kyere se sade niema esikika kono se omotena se din hwe aban din a aban no wo mo enti ade ba ko pe ana customers a ewo Gold Coast fan management omo kyere se aban no ye din na se wo na dwe se omua wo mo a omo ma ne bre ebere omo de ma wo mo no enyina no eye se 30th June ene aban no beti wo nkapa se aban no amani mu na wo na dwe se wo fa akire honom akope ba bia atena pe bo ofre bia dia ene omo so ba wi ahwede ahia no firi se de aban keka ko no enye kura customers bro be se ahankono ane akire omo chese ebi mu awuwu kura ne ade atere se omo nya sika kura mfa nkoto aduro ne nyina no yade a ha dwen na odi tie nsem omde ma ye ne
gu bange no wo musi wo muntu ya sika mayen enam sika ne ho mayale mi manyi na ja school gu fie majuma mi wo mo mayi medi mi ti fie mi ya lisensia me ni yesi mi gwa ya surgery mi ni sika mi so le de medi mpo wa ya den
look you see my eye I'm infirmity I have glaucoma every month I buy drugs worth 500 Ghana cedis and still I don't have money to do it. How do I survive? Do you want me to die? Government, do you want me to die? Wow, I have money. You mean declaring? And you writing an act to me. Anka deba to me after me. It may say from one test can my year. The only authorities that we are in touch with is the House of Parliament. We petitioned them. We were called. The Finance Ministry were also invited, and as well as the Security and Exchange Commission. They have they've ended the public hearing. They are yet to come out with their report and recommendation. But apart from that, people are still dying as we wait for the report. People are still dying. People go to bed with empty stomach every day. People's educational hope is still hanging to attend universities because the very money their parents set aside for their future education is locked up for 6 years. The point we are making is we are tired. We are not going to do, I beg you, Dr. Baomi, I beg you, Ekufuado, I beg you, Kenofu. We are not going to do that any longer. We are not begging them. We are telling them our stand, our stand. That is, if by June 30th, 2024, we do not see our payment, we are a very organized group and we are going to position ourselves as a solid body to campaign against Dr. Baumia and the NPP.
Abusia we no eye woni a ombuafu na omo culture aban se de wo ye no enya de se ebeboa asetena ene brabo na omo kura kire se fa ba bi kura kire se omo kai pa se 2017 mu opa na Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ɛyɛ na adwen sɛ ɔbɛhohoro sikakora bianum hohoro mu a ɛde silver shine twitwi mu a pɛ nyankyerɛ ne adeɛ etwitwi homa ne yɛ trom ɛne ɔmo nɛ na ɔmo anhwɛ bibi yie pa ɛyade sɛ bɛha adwen we no kura yɛ asante mantamfo na ɛkasa yɛ o na mantam no bi nso deɛ ɛnya nkɔ hɔnom na ɛyade sɛ aban hwɛ na ontu hɔ na ɔyɛ saa ɛbɛha no bɛra yɛkɔ yɛ ne mu
awuso yɛkɔ anim na institutional suppliers wɔn nso so ayɛ adehyia na sɛ mponyimako ahodoɔ a wɔn de PE kits ahodoɔ house dresses, books, and school uniforms. Across senior high schools, I would do Emma one more enya be a shirt no more sansushia. Now, woman Kabamuku and Abamantensua. I was your one more Kasai. Ninana, your son and sent him one more far Jenny siege in a po. Yes, sir, I swear, yes, show my gun, young woman, and some showing and go. So one more that one, so one more the hole. Ninya's a penny for the one more cat. Now, penny for some money, I'm a winty ever to Kentino. I was one more corner, as she and her. Now, maybe papa be out of home. And nation Modias from Kubia Kosupu to Prumun, I'm so I'm a corner diapa. Elcha said, Janaya, one more see ye. Sanka, one more qua, I swear, show my gun, young woman, and some shock on the one year. One more tree at the essence same. Panya Paroka Sadema Corno Ayora Emmanuel Ivo. One day at the ship Pinua no be a Kasai. Ya one more church almost a fade. What much you saying?
We had a meeting with the authorities at the Ministry of Education just a few minutes ago. And per that, we have come to a conclusion. They have actually assured us that our concerns, they've heard it, we've submitted our petition to them, and that from today, as a matter of urgency, they are starting paying the arrears from 2021-2022 academic year. Then part of 2022-2023 academic year will be paid by Wednesday. All payments will be done by Wednesday. That is 2021-2022 academic year. Then part of 2022-2023 academic year by Wednesday they will pay. And aside that, yes, this very Wednesday. Then aside that, we are to meet with the head of finance coming Monday to actually look at the outstanding balance or outstanding arrears that they need to pay us, and based on that, I think we can have a headway and we can make a decision. So by that, we have some other issues that we also raised. They have taken note of it, and they have they've promised that it will be taken to the appropriate quarters. They will look at it. So we believe that very soon we will hear positive news from them. But to say Monday will be here to actually know the
national suppliers. Yeah, my God, I'm one more Kabamuku. And I take a summer for no anchor or Emmanuel Ivo.
Sompa TV so and I will go so I will say and you mere no nsia kase no nie. Na o sign ATB e was Sompa 98.9 and no e wo bono and afen so hafo and then potamu akwa nyako abro no ma chia minimoni abusuafo no ekuram e wo sunwane abonte so nya asam keto akra. Na ukọ baby te se bono na po ye famu a apamdada no a wo mu kuram ten e wo honum. Asante mantamu e Sompa 93.1 FM. Aba fonten tafide no so yeda wasema wakwaba ye twa ede yafa wonti wetima de achi na wode wadwenche no nsusuye na to ase brepam na yakenka de afra ensam no de amagya kuya nimu ewo ensam mu a na ye ko sikasemu Dr. Ernest Addison ensam twofo nhyemu de akoso mo beka ya aban hye ba akwa wode baye ene se wode mankoma japade ya wode ama ye sika kokko no ye de ko ne yakoje fam ngo sade ba ya ebetima baboa asetena mu ne akobadi na aboma nwuma nso atimi akoso ewo nem Ghana fo bi church matwen e de efa ho na ne ebra na samtrofo nhyemode ne koso Dr. Ernest Addison de atodwa ya wa kyerɛkyerɛ mu sɛ nyame anim nie wonipa ya ade a wɔsɛ ayeye de ntia wɔ kasa nyina no ene sɛ saa hyehye no ya ade sɛ ebeboa Ghana pa na ekwan efa so a eboa ye ne ba bi ya beduru no Dr. akyerɛkyerɛm.
The Gold for Reserves program started in 2022, so you won't see the full effects of the benefit in 2022. As you can see, we got only 50 million more in terms of our gold holdings. But I can assure you that next year, when we come before you, you'll see a big jump in our holdings of gold because of that particular program. They are two different. The program that we recommend to continue because it helped us in the period of crisis. We only want to make sure that this is done by a commercial bank so that we can have time to focus on our operations as a central bank. So this is the discussions that we are holding going forward. But the ability to be able to exchange our natural resource directly for oil when oil prices get out of hands, we think that it's a very innovative program. So it's really about the central bank spreading itself too thin by trying to add gold for oil also into our business. But we are fully focused on buying gold to build our reserves. But those are the two different issues.
Dr. Ernest Abesa, one of Penimpa, Edema Bank of Ghana.
Faba been a penny person so to us so musa a bonusika semwa my Ghana young friend somewhere your fuso. Now for young Gushires and Senyamia dear on a Ghana didn't ye pa. Was him be a chamon and no man able to get to the Ghana no Yesika Samo and Quaya by Cramno. A shall no say one qua IMF for now for one Jessica and far and friho. Was your friend a crank to 3 year ban ye no and they over to me a can now was on swatcher say Ghana near Conomeno a general national.
The economy as a whole, I can tell you that things are improving. Our foreign exchange reserve levels are improving. Recently, the World Bank, thanks to the members of parliament, approved a facility. So we have had $300 million added to our reserves. All of that strengthens our position to support you in executing these types of projects. So rest assured that so long as the economy continues on the path that we are on, we should be able to help you deliver.
I was your way, Dr. Ernest Addison, on where Governor Adama Bank of Ghana.
Na sikasem ene ehun sise no ampanifo bi nso wonim de efa sikasem ho nso wamode nsem etudwa efa sika no sade ne nsese ne ade ho esi etie se sika no ba bi ye gina no ekọ nanim anase bi sika no eso ete na se eso ete ade na ma sika na ho oden so eso ete na nsese be na edi gu akwamu a sika no so betimi agya ne naso na timi apem akọ nanim e won nsese ne ade mu se oman na enipa miensa ya wonim de efa sika sem ho ba ko eye Dr. Richmond Atuahene wo obi a wo yesusukyerefo e wo sika sem banking consultant eno achi yewura Kofi Isaac Ejei wano nso oyobi ase yenye nhwehwemu efa se bia yaboaboa no kwasikokose data ene ade no oyobi a wabenye ewo mu pa eno achi yewura KB Asante wano nso yobi a akontabuo ne ade waben ewo mu ye pa sa nipa miensa nso kyerɛ sɛ baabi omode omani akyerɛ ne se no musie kata omani te mu hu nema no eye asafofro na yebusa Dr. Richmond Atuahene sɛ edi asem no mpese Ghana fo eti ase.
Yes, it's a policy. It's one of the monetary tools used by central banks to control inflation and stem up depreciation of currency. Ghana has used it over the years, even during Nkrumah time. The 1988 financial sector reform, then where it was changed that we should come out from direct controls and come from indirect monetary policy control. All that it means is that banks are required to hold cash with the central bank, or say 100 cedis, you keep 15%. No interest is paid on it. So if you lift it up, you increase it to a 25%. So for every 100 cedis, the banks will have 25 cedis locked up with central bank where interest is not even paid. Meanwhile, you would have paid interest before you got the deposit. But because it's a practice, global practices, a lot of banks don't complain. And because of that, in other jurisdictions, like in Europe, you keep minimal, say 5%. But here, because inflation is always ahead of us, banks use it, the central bank use higher rates to control inflation. And again, at the same time, to stem the depreciation, to stop the depreciation of the currency. What makes that recent one a bit quite interesting is that the banks has just come out from debt restructuring. And when we talk about the debt restructuring, the banks do not, as a bank, nobody has handed 50 billion deposit, which they used in buying the bonds. It was the customer deposit, which was used in buying the bonds. And the bonds were restructured. And the last payment will come in 2031. So if you add the restructured bond 50 billion to the total deposit of 224 billion, then it means that you are doing double counting. What we are saying is that governor should have taken the deposit that has already been restructured out of this and then do say the 180 billion. But unfortunately, they just loaded them on the banks. And what it means is that the banks are going to have a little space to give credit. And the governor himself said that credit has declined by 29%. And at the same time, he was blaming the banks that why haven't they gone to give credit?
I was saying, I couldn't come on a Kumasi Central Market for and the Union. One more time, when you were one more Kabamuko. Ya wo NPP amanyoko ne mu abusua won mo fa bi na kasai won mo kyeremo se wo mo dia ban mu hwamo pa se ne wo susu nioma hyehye nioma sanka ban betena konya so a anko baye de ama wo mo no enya sa na nioma kwotitiru ane Kumasi Central Market ho na panfo se nyoma da eseni wura no yambase abaje asem no aka ye ko mo no so na ne wura Joseph Mafo akwakodi enkomo wo ye secretary ademaye nuanma won mo tombo ni wawu ewo omayi mu Sante Mantemo
Sompa FM.
Yeah, na. You do so. But you do na won so e.
Na alia na ama mo say ya January.
Oh. Wow, we meje di foya near was Central Market. Na MPP aban ba ya o si obeye gbe Central Market here nyame adum go 2 years e o koma be bia tra wa de ko race course you see ko o ma de asase no to o ma anye fe yenya na ye ya de e bo boss ache say team e bo boss ache ni wie ya e je di phone metenya na obi ama e je say obi kwotena kwa ho a yentu no nti o nyina azo akwotena ho ama se structures na ya boboy ni nyina bebre be 1000 plus ni nyina ayeka wo sia so ne yakoboy a ye de yes ade ni nyina ayeka ya twe mpanifo akwa se janko mo mpam wo mo man na mo man ye nyina wo faako a obi aba beto ade esa tso so ho ateche emfuturo enti obi baba ko no ba hange ne nema a wo se wo dabi enfuturo nti ne wo kwakotena kwa no sa no woko o chese so obi nam krom na wo hu bi wo ekwan mu a obeto o mewura sa area ho se oba beto ade nyina ya ka kire mpanimfo ya ka ye hu ye kobia ye se kunya kra ne se mo hye ye bo sha mo de che ye ne se ye ma mo 2 years after 3 years o si dwa na wie ayakom ho sika bibia ho adamoni mo de ja ye tuo no kra na ye den e de tough
Sompa
bibidi ne ma no mi na agu afa de yan kwatin fi a be 1 year ni ye jai isa ehun se aye na da enti na wo se ye pusi ye ho enti muti ya na ne se enti a ye ja adwum no a ye nya hwe ho no ena owo ye srom se o metire ye mu enti na ni abre no ye be ye demonstration no
enti se sia no demo no eye da bai na masha sia se mo ane se mo be ye
but you see ano de eye den a se bibia no ye chemrase enti ye ne mpanifo no ka police fo no se de be ya bibia be ye no wo na no ano enti no ana ye de press release by no they say de da be ye no mo trans no de ye date ma ye na bibia to e mo a ye se be mo ate se de e ko
ye ha every brand panifo tu mo de mu bibia ya na mo wo ya ne wo de makoba be fofra wo kire se wo kora no enfuturo ni atacha ni ade ne ya hwa ensunsuanso be no de abram wo ne papa mu ne boni mu no etesai ana ade na ama ne mu pese anka ban no ye ne ma wa no wa de no
ajontin sanso de bia bre ye papa wo hu se adwadifo no ye ne ye ho aye bosiabo ene ye de ye adwuma etu ye kwotena hoyi obi ama o meta de ene waka se o de bi kotu a obosia o betimi atena o be 1 week ni ento wa de ba kokra because obi am fa kwa ni muma no wa beto bi de amount If I am near my idea, a higher papa. A higher pa.
Na no yanim sa ba 1 year nie no amoka se Central Market project no wo ma twentwen so no mo ba wo mo prumu na nyam bia wo mutumi si bibi de kire mo na
Pato yakohu mpanifo na buso mo di ntia yenkoso begin no mo ka tie se yese sika na wo ya na wo mo short na sika bi ba e ba I'm for sika bi phase 2 na be ba ntia ba on ba be shaase ya hwe o mo sika iso ba 5 months ni wo mo ye hu hwe e je sa se de bi a se mo ya be ka na de bi o mo de tu sheda enti o se e pusi ya ho and I heard so as see a situation wo mu e abato afi aba no ye beto aba edu ho dia on beba ye nan so say enye bibi ma wo mo yesu so ye kwan ye befa so ya abato e benya ne beboa ye ne say yesu ye kan kire mo say o mu nye bibi ma ye so de be ya yesu benya ba bia tena ene nti na ma ye ni abre yo
Ejise si ana jori for mo ya saya kasa
Ejade phone de ya kan do crowd away mama ni giant maker ya do there at least from 10,000 going there home say doors
money aposifo di ho nkomo efa mo akasa mo ya kira mpasa mo ya no ho
enna mpasa ye no mo gusu e no mo kan okay eno mo kan wi ani nyina ye no ma kontranse akasa enti ye gusu ye demonstration no there e cost roba from one e be baso bibie ni obetimi esi e kwan enti e be baso
yo alright wada mama yenya o na yenhwa enkomodie no a mo pese mo ne aposifo die no be ye be kwa kotie na o kire no ye no mo sa to aso ai
e ba jo yo e da che
Abusiani ndaka sa ye aye Owura Joseph Mafo wo ye churchofo panyi ademanian ma won moto broni wa wuntade e wasante mantam
abusian ene ma yenyira mu na no pe wade a chia bia adwumade no so no ma he ya odobu a chetena ase na ensampi na wade atu dwankomodie mu no na be pie mu se wone kasamafo abade echede ma GP Arutu Yera Samuel Amoa edin komo na ensam de bebre ene course anapa de mese wa wuti ade acha bia adwumade no na wo hwe bie no emese wote de course o mtere se ba bia duru no bo na wo so mpejam ede ye bo se fa ngo sa na ye pejam ba bia duru de sa na wo se ba no na ye ntese ro si aka nsam si afai
component here the adwuma nyina page no akosoro ye shase fee spare parts and lubricant taxes spare parts nyina akosoro engine oil and e kan say DDL taxes insurance bibia page no mu mini asa obekai a January mu empelinfo e ba bontene senke ye to ahyentu abo mu ha mu nchichima duo no me 20% and transport ministry ne ba bontene say ye hold on if you say the normal procedure ya fa so no say ye ne omo be hie sinkonwa no ya mfa sa kwan na so ntie ntwentwen so ye ne mu Shia Madi Kofri Muba and say, Yamfa Yensen Kratas, the Entia, Yepesi, two sessions, Yabu Mohamunchi Madu, Yamfa Kratas, Yamfameto, almost almost on cabinet in Gosu. Sabra Yakoeno, Lafang, Ubon Pompejan, Mumidrum, Pempensua, Minia, Yakin Swa, January, Babesi Sabria, March, Akoneria, Yura April, Nastelana, the Befreya, Sabri, who say, Fango Bonus was a pigeon. I don't have to pressure now if you are Shankafon in Cheba, not annual delay. Usha all the regions, you know, a press, maybe I do need the Sempening Shani and Trash in Chiabunuma. Now either say, Omodo Moshe, ABC or Almuntimia Jumano. And I also say, Ebi Omodo Penso, ever two as in Chiabum. I would almost pet twice in Chiabum, so I can be Solana, Akochiaka. Okay. Timinuka say, I'm included the Ababa Bonte, Ebiso Mutumu Quada, Ebiso Mutumu Yawada, Ebiso Mutumu Mimenda, and in Muno, GPR to penning for Asia. Na Yashe, na percentage Yadeko to abandoning 20% as Abraham Punafangu Bonin Pigeon Munsi, Incubus and Pempensui. Na team na Yamo search, near percentage SNF Fata, Esia de Kono, Yamomasa, Ayamushim, near Shesses, 20% in any age, and I see a DB Kaho, and say yet near Babonting. Intimino Kase, and some Kukomo Bebre, said MD Kankaya, Ebiso Mutu, Quade, BC, our
bi se memenda ne ade but ye be threat memufo ne ahyenkafo se jidwatu mpanimfo entra se enyi yo maspenin to baby na ye bomoden se ye de niama pa betoto akwam ne ahye the appropriate percentage se ba bonten na fi abe announce no bia ti bia ye adwuma fuja no se na wochi empa na bibia ti ya ba betuga
abusuya yewura Samuel Amua ewe ye ne yese dabi sesei no ade ba ko otimi bo nipa akoba de pa no eye pragea no se wo fa no ba bia otimi de wo ko ba bia ya wo pe o mu se bia chiri ba bia embra ma kwan so obetimi awura no e na wontumi enko honom na yebusa wo mo so se wo mo so mbepagya mu no se bra what ade ye mpagya mu san yeso ye pagam na ye pagam wo ne ye pagam se 20% yenso so ye de to ho saba ya yenso betima ye adwuma bi se honest no obi anu mu abaye o enti o mo so
ye ama ya to ye lo first mo anase ya sente mu no ene se ne ye tragea adedita yellow Muhammad can do nyama se eba yes kosoro ye oyo this sanu say ye tota ni no kosoro ye nyama bebre ana ba mama ya see ya tu ye friend even now ya receive ya tuma be ye prenu as I say 1 liter and now 14 cents is getting to 15 cents. Sanyama na say
National Union of Operators Ghana wamoso so dia ba say wamoso atum 20% and say akwanti motofo pragea obi atum 20% ne nyina no ayese ene fango bo akosoro abana nyina dwene se nioma na mafango bo no sote no o gibidi abonebo enti wasasa anom ye no Yira Hamza Hafiz wano ekasa ademakoyi wano Sompa kase ekasai.
Yes, today we are increasing our transport fares by 20%, and this is as a result of a whole lot of things, including fuel. Just last week, we had about the fuel being increased 2 times in 1 week. Now it's about 14 cents, 20 pesos per liter, and it's weighing us a lot in terms of our operational expenses. Looking at even the oil that we need to change our operations. We used to buy the cheapest oil at 45 cedis per liter, and today it's about 60 Ghana cedis per liter. As for the spare parts, it's something that we don't even talk about because those spare parts are not made in Ghana. We import them, and as a result of that, it has a direct connection with the dollar. And of course, when the dollar increases, the price of the spare parts. Just last week, I bought a starter for my bicycle for 500 Ghana, something that used to be sold for 350 Ghana. So clearly, it is a matter of how things are run.
Anwumere ye kanfo na ye de ama wo se bomoden ebere nkoi bia mesrew se nyame ya adom na se o hwe me manu sipe bomoden na fe number na me de mabo ni nyina ne se ukoba bia asojafo eye training pa na hu sampa se mizo ene 5G no ahode wo mu a omomfa ni agrokra ebra ye nuanom aye adwuma wie pa na se omote omaboboa no na omo form ho adwonom ye ahua nyina no na kire se mizo ene 5G na esun ewo akire ho ejagwom papa enso to Dr. Silas Adawromanti ofra 0246270221 na ubenya dodo na e de abo obra bia opese odebo ma refisa for eheba center so ofra wo se wode agem team sisiade ne koko no so abadwa so a na duro no e na ode aba no eno ne friend se koko master no Mr. Heba Colina Dani Heba na fe so apidank e doso pa ba bia ya wo bia no benya bia to 0546107107 ma refi wo chena nyame ya adomo a pensunyunu bi bobo na efo ne chemo yankrabata bia e pe wo na yensaw yare bia e ha wadwen e wasetren ene brabo mu e 21st clinic ene sciatica expert no ba bia wo bia no e tietietia offer 0540311311 0540311311 na jese bibia eto atwanti bomoden na efo woni kiremu na ye to nkretawo na yaba nsempia ka kira ya de beso so
21st clinic aye sciatica expert sciatica no o nerves na wo to ase na fa wo siremu na fa wo nansia besi ase ho no se ho techima eno ene ye fa ne sciatica na etimi bubu o to ase ka wo se dwe wo sirem wo je ho ba bi a enye na eno na 21st clinic ba ye adwuma pa wo mu yenti abasobo o magine wo Ghana ha ene amono ne enyasem ketewa wo mu gi international awards ahodo wo mu gi local awards ahodo na anu nso na wo mu be the only sciatica research and treatment center in Africa bibrim hano ebi ni baby a gi 21st clinic nkwa wo mu dia bibiduro ene besa o yare no masa de machine aka ho eya yare sabia yare bia wutimi de ko ne mama de ba ko a wo magidi wo mu pa no eye sciatica ena stroke nso de kwa diabetes ne hypertension ne ade ne ade Ghana ha ba bia wo mu ho 0540 311 311 0540 311 311 na 21st clinic wo mu ye sciatica expert.
Introducing Mixer 5G Sparkling Drink, a whole new refreshment in a can. Mixer 5G is a tasty non-alcoholic drink. It is a perfect companion for all your events, including parties, weddings, and funerals. It is made with green tea, ginseng, guarana, grapes, and grapefruit. Get refreshed with Mixer 5G Sparkling Drink. For bulk purchases, contact 0246 270 221. This advert is FDA approved. Sompa TV, Emma Akituapa.
Abusuan yada wasena yama wakwa ba ye kɔ yanimu wɔ ensamfoforo emu de wo munie mobɛkae na mo ahyɛ nso a afrase no mu ɛna ɛba yɛ sɛ uye nuano mu asabi yarewemfo wanya bie no ene ade no mpempene ya na yetai ede wono to enduro so na eno dankyane skro a woni ansa wai sei wo bobi ni ade nyina so eka ho na enduro no abegu ewemhyɛ gina bia ho no mu a ya kyerɛ sa akoya asempa na global fund ena eboaboa no a wotofa ewemhyɛ mu a abepie mu ewo oman mu sɛ ye nuano mu asabi wanya sa yare ni bi ene ade no womagye na omuntumi emfa mo wo ho ebra sɛ bɛya obetumanya enkwa atenase na wadi nkyerɛ nso amen yebeyi afiri hɔ enduro no wo ho mumeyi o sikasamo ni ade o mpanifo nso ya eye global fund e di sikakura tachire e di pa sebe yomatimi akla bibia na obi ntimi hu adekode port ya nam so ama sa enduro ndaso gu hɔ no mu a nipa yi nso eje sabi eduro ya nom na watimi atenase no omo ntimi enya eduro no bi enom ye na nsam twofo nhyamude akoso ma sade omonisi abre a womo kasa kyerɛ sɛ ɛyade sɛ ɛha dwen pa na womo kyerɛ sɛ enipa yi a ewuo enam sabi onuro abegu hɔ no mu a yentimi enjai enronom emfama womo na omunya bi enomo no enya asem keto akora ntenensam trofo nhyamude kyenkyereke pa atimi akoso na opani a wodi animu na wodi ensamtrofo so efa ntetiemu kakra na wodi ensam so gu ensamtrofo animu no eye opani a ye friend se Ernest Amoaben Austin won na to no boase ekyekere nsemu sei
for the Ghana Revenue Authority. The card that we betray, I just am back. On my starting a dimuduma. I also want to say, Sir Boshano, Yatia bread. Until say, your brother say, I'm back. Your commodities in every port. You should you be super paper. The man swat to say, Sir Opese or ye, and the man who inviting media. No, you're never any. And say, I'm back. Commodities in here if you home this week yeah or invite here to be after you go say I'm back commodities in here if you say this idea and yes I can yeah the petition local parliament the local presidency the very demonstration kese pa what Ghana fanaina will be able to say the person in Kaka
akosia yenko anyway
I was so yet to us so now and no chrono sambi so I would just so the bank or quantum as so and I'm so I'm a near pussy for the abassa one matchery a mubakua and nipa and kayano so was so sabbat to me I can't want them where I confront for bessa in num and our kaka when tiripam ho yes sir I got a former ya womudi ja I would just so the bank or quantum ponosono wombe 2 so saya a cocobana sa and I'm so I'm a bike catch a penny your was until Chem South. What am for Alex from Pong? One is some Pacasia at Hong Kong.
A matter of 1 month, I said 5 months. This is the second time when you're better to me, I'm nervous. I can't know as I'm touching and put them high and try to Kumasi and also Kumasi to Accra, Quantum Pono, into the Chinese seas and a music and a police service and the original police command, over quite and the Samina to one among into when first in our mayor, you and Madame and also it's my boy and Kaka this year. I heard the Olympics into and something I'm across the sea Sunday, my 12 something and Kraba said, I confirm assign quickly to assign about acquiring more. And now, Yedika, yes, Kaka, the police for so I hope my SCM, Omutini, a respond and tap you and tell Mudu on the said, I confirm a gun, I pay in real market for and so Omo and Tranka almost all the moment, almost a branch is to say, or the Aquan for an on one casa, Edgitun, or so no, their mobile. And now, conference of boy to actually a criminal and memoir, almost or home to some, a crown, and then a dear money can do a vehicle.
I was your way, I buy catch a penny your was Santia Chem South group one. What am I for Alex from Pong?
Ghana, yes, say Muni Adiano, say Osha Yamamu Mupanua. Not let's say Amonyokono, a Kamaka, say a Yeminu, and your MPP, not a NDC. Say MPP free so NDC aba, NDC free so na MPP aba. Na Ghana phobi atlet or Madrid, their farm say no de aye ye, if we say. Simon Yokomi and Yadi and Kra, any and Re, any and who didn't sunsum, Esha one sano, one chenning qua, Sunday one chenny, bonum futurum say no machedi, whereby I was match woman in a gum or boa one tedda. Where's about some of the Montumami match woman in a gumsa, baby actually, no mungna, na chedi, no beer account to Moyama, where ya buy out compared to ma unya. Na enwa ka ho bi ama enipa bi no mu asori atle so maka wo ho abomu se eku aye from se Grand Coalition na Grand Coalition Ghana yi eno mo tese se ne de o mu twa ne tietietia tiante se NDC ne MPP sam no afro Ghana fo nti o mo so ebete e de asimu ebe na sam twerofo no mu di nkomo no Ora Isaac Boafo wona ye achiame he de ma Grand Coalition Ghana yi wa chechire nsemu
Grand Coalition Ghana ye na ye issue statement especially as a city friend in the Sominara, and someone in the hour, and in someone in party of free, and in someone in the beer free, as a city friend, dreaming nothing in your Ghana, you never said that you are Yababi Drew as a minor. It's a car, the Casa said, I was said in DC. And then I abandoned any young Campum, in Campum, a little baku, you and Saturday night, in a bit of what you're doing, Campum Yaba. Don't you know, yeah. Anybody to say, oh, yeah, they would take joy. My contest before. Now, come home. Every month, my board Grand Coalition Ghana. Say, okay, woman. I fear baby. See a corner and crown cry. And to me in DC, and because you are for here, you know, say a kind of boom. Nara, the first Ghana for Ghana for yes, you do that. So mine, they're clean one boom. Me, I get to me the free in this new people.
Yeah, Jumana Sompa, yeah, queer anyone some from.
I queer him now, and almost some for my quencher concrete, one more children. No, yɛhɔ ne mo sɛ kyakra wɔde ne nyina da ɛbɛba na wie yɛ ne mpampi no wa no ayɛ na wɔn mo tie de free Saudi Arabia sane yɛbɛyi a ntemakyew bi anaasɛ mpofomsoɔ bi ɛma baabi ɛberɛ a wɔn mahunu mu no ɛnam so ama committee chairman at the Mahalian Muslim Association Sheikh Yusufira wɔde ato dwae a wɔkyerɛ sɛ wɔbɛsra de no muslimi fo wɔm wɔn ma kyerɛ kwankyerɛ no wakyɛ bɛsɛ nefo no aduasa deɛ ayɛ na bi wɔ mu paa nanso so brɛ kakra no waaka no wɔn wɔ sɛ wɔn bɛtumi atie de free Saudi Arabia sane yɛbɛyi a wɔn nkɔyɛ mfomsoɔ ɛwɔ mmerɛ no na akɛyi ho
yɛwɔ yɛn anu di sɛm a yɛpɛ sɛ yɛbutu dwa ɛde ma Ghana nkremufoɔ nyinaa National Hilal Committee yɛwɔ nyinasoɔ nti a yɛte National Hilal Committee yɛ National Chief Imam Sheikh Dr. Usman Nuhu Shahutu ɔpɛnkabɔm ɛde ama nkremufoɔ ɛwɔ Ghana National Hilal Committee yɛte yɛ no enfie aduasa ɛne ɛwu na egyinaso nti a yɛte yɛ ne sɛ emre bi a bɛsene kɔ sɛ yɛduru si yɛbɛyɛ akyiruya wobɛte sɛ obi sɛ media benti sɛ yɛwo busumi no wɔ Nigeria menyɛ menti sɛ yɛwo wɔ Malia menyɛ menti sɛ yɛwo ɛyɛ Nigeria menyɛ menti sɛ yɛwo no wɔ ha ana aha menyɛ Weima National Hilal National Chief Imam of Ghana of Frank Kremofo Apanuni na why no be a free of Ray will be and woman Essim could not say a bayan a day. Said ye began Kabum, near the say to the Yadabako, near the Chirianoso Abba every year Dabako. Wenty and my woman for Eka Womutri said ye Kremofo and Brano Esitiano. One new kwan sɛ wobɛyɛ bibia gye sɛ wowɔ nyinasoɔ yɛka sɛ nyinasoɔ deɛ ne yɛpa kyerɛ sɛ wobɛnya nyinasoɔ ɛwɔ Quran kunkunum version bɛn na wogyina so a wodi di so adwuma no sɛ woanya version in the Holy Quran na ɛwɔ sɛ wonya the tradition of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam a yɛfrɛ no hadith no wonya nyinasoɔ wei no ɛma yɛmpanyimfoɔ no ɛhu sɛ Umani mafu ewe biasi na adia tunse. Omuko ekwan mienu so. Yedi nkan ebe kire se yehu busumi ne we biasi afana ina obetimi da ye kyebia. Ebe kire se da bi. Ontimi mfa obi busumi enya kyebia. Efi se ebe na busumi no eni ye bie no. Oman bia de eda.
Abusia why Sheikh Yusufira and your turning king.
Abusia yenko yanimu ewo ensam foforo emu na ye ko dunkwao abesenwa ye eno ewo apadenkyira is abaton pesua no so ewo mfimfiri mantam no emu ye nua bema Eric anan ene si anam ewo mfimfiri mantam no mu ne science de besi wo hobia wono ane ye dan no na wa me yehu de ekoso ewo ho na ye nua bema Eric anan ato ye nkra se galamse hu nsensem ya amra baako a wato na jeje mu ana kyerɛ sɛ akum adesuafo mienu ewo empotam ho no mu a obia ka ho asam kyerɛ sɛ galamse yo na abena ogusu a wona ye akoda baako a wafiri mu efe ne sɛ Enoch Ogo wono na eye ne maame ebra ye nua bema Eric anan eti asem na agya wode na so atofo na wotietem na obusa mu ene abusafo no bi edi nkomo no ena okopie ye maame abena ogusu wa so no kure nyame anim nie abena ogusu ato no boase na edin de ne nso ode nsem kakra ma Eric anan
kuyada ko juma timi woduma mun tse mbaba ya no ofimi no wosu ma se ade na sinti ofimi wo timi kasa nje kire yi na be shada friend wo se etin proba ko to nsuo na ena wo ka ho president ade aba to kasa no che na me je me ka free me wo me be fi ko ne mo yakra no fi nsu ma to kokoso school for bi no koye ne sale no kusie mo be twere kora pometre debisi boy bi to no ss ba ka ti de se ma ma twere wi ba be to nsu mo sa ewie ma te se mo se makatam na so na me hu da kora se na se china minchire mesaya ma se mungata mna sabe ya de si even sensitive ko atoso mprensa no ama yesuru Dominic Ebu wanya ne baby kru ni senior brother na ewo no ni senior brother no kran so no nya ne baby koya aye sie no fa se boso ba ko mo ani na ne ba Dominic Ebu onso koya amba fie brother ne sie no nya nam san so di na de crowd ni ja anka me di wono so ba te trem rew fie no onso koya onso amba isama abusua ni etutu aka yensayem MC MPs ministers ni asema for adisrede abusua e beto mo anim ene se ombahwe se ne eto ya no ebi nto enipa foforo bi
sa amna e won patam ho no ombo he so metumi akata sa amna no so ma ankoba se abusha foforo so be sa so akoye am sade ye ne ye hu sa oye no.
Na Eric Amananso ho wasa to aso ne assemblyman na wo compound electoral area onabo NS Akon edin ko busa na asame wate na nhyehyɛ ne tesɛn
Kata amanfo timi fa efri abeswa na wusi barrier na sene mamuhu kalamsefo edi ha na anya na mudiye be 4 years ni me be assembly man kra na mudi musika nwie no instead so me kata so na man kata so na me nua edi dem wa last 2 years kwa ba ko betom ewi ba me ye di misisu ya nche akwa be dem ame no nkra mienu amukwa bisku form 3 na mbetom a basukia na yesi om na mo metu afa ho ne se na do penifo ba ha sei e ma no mo ko rounds na rounds ne ko e no omko ma MC report na MC so my nyantie se be kata me na no so amaye ebisa mi se na daben o se enche se enu se eche na nya yenim me ne mpeni fo mu gira mechi yese e ma MC be 4 months sesere no denti mi nenko anamu bi obetwa so a be kata so amaye on kata so amaye se ne e bi wuye no ebi nsan kosi biem a se so to no obi fa ase no ahwe ya patrima no kotom amena no hu ni san so emu huwa enti ye be sere bibia MC wo bia bibia MP wo bia yesere no ma mpanyini tie ya yesere no on be hwe ye abesoa barrier na ye di ram se e wo kro fifi se ye no minua
na assembly man no achi na okoforobo obi nuakonya wotoso miensa wona ye ohene e wodunkwawo ne krakra mukra no obo no posei
Bibi esidi na mu mi ankasa na enyantie amfa se nye MC kura na frame na mama sotese se asembi esi honi na omabo ruwa bi din se e frame no kapon ono na o ma chese o yes adwuma no ho ebusa kuruma no esese de samo tu akwakotrankran na mu brono a wote so won kran no igusuwa ne MC no ye din sa wo so a ye hwehwe so de be yo mbaba be katasa amana na uja no ho no be ba ne se be kase dunkwa hene nsase o ho no dunkwa hene hyase bi bebre wo munim dunkwa se asase ni nyina bi kura ye dunkwa enye dunkwa hene dunkwa hene wona asase ayamfo hene wona asase nkotum so hene wona asase na ya ketwa wona asase no na memene ne bohye nti wo beti ne kakraka sa na emu enye ne kakraka de se dunkwa hene na asase ni nyina wo hweso eno nti mesre amanfo se wo wada roma ne bibia ne nyina ye beti se dunkwa wa ya ji atum se dunkwa hene se bibi ne ya mesre mo aya mo mra so wa meni pa no a unhu ni etie dunkwa hene makwa forma se ne ohemfofo na abohye yen ha ya akromgodo bibi ho mkra bisi ne kra wonte no se de ye kan se nkola yi mienu a omso wo mkogu nsuo mu wi amete ese ante ho asem se yese MC ne frɛ me ka je me se asem a watie ni a ka me kra mente ho asem ti de me sre no se bibi ni a aya ye me nananom na yi musa yen na ma nananom so se kira wo kana na bi ho asem a wo hu baabi ese wo ka
ensame nyina no yenua bema Eric Anaya wosi anemu ewo mfimfiri mantam no na eboa no a wode brɛ
Express Group na domaboa ma yetu kwan akosua de yekoye adwuma na fe holidays ahodo epese ekodi wo kwase broni krom no yetumi akwa ama no ayeji na ebusua sade ye nyina abatumi abamu agese okwa asafo labor runabout ewo na Express Group wo mo enkran so kana shi first light wose wo de bra anase wo so won ma homa no ombeje wo so kama wo madwuma ho te Canada, US, UK, New Zealand, Germany, Australia ni nyina wo do bekọ 0249 000448 is my kitchen restaurant and so Emma Odiane papa mwodi nya duane a obedi bewie na oye mu sanfono wo wedi no de eye kama ya hwehwem ya giatum enti mo abasobode no de edoso pa eno wachi no wo drinks a hodro de free one mancha free juicer ne nyina no is my kitchen restaurant abusua won mo aton bi wose wo kwada bia no to pizza ba ko benya ba kwa ka ho enti wo kwada bai ayafo ni kire ho ya wadan so to banko ne tilapia wode ba ko apiu so wonya no ba bia is my kitchen restaurant abusua we delivery services enti afa ho jim na entumi mo ababa ya Sports Stadium wo traffic light 0265 707070 0265 707070
Enumere ye kase no ebesi wo hase na ansa na ye bekọ no yemfa aseda ema yewura sunkwa ya wo Air Force Base ewo Temale wo ye physical instructor ya chere physical training instructor ya samkoto akra physical training instructor. Physical training instructor.
Okay.
My friend Sunkwa. Or Temale Air Force Base.
Sunkwa ni dine de pa. Sunkwa.
Say weekend mi ko PM wo.
Oh.
I say no si mama J fans wo base ho. Na me ko asem.
Obasa kwa na kwa ko.
Say me si ko PM wo say no me si ho ahoa me wo. Na so ja fo no. Say me ko fo. Me ya da no me ya da.
Ya te won kan moden bo so ani.
O ya de.
Ai,
wo so pese wo ye fit. O say me fa omra.
Oh, meko.
Na wo be ka say. Wo kasi ye nyina wo do ko hye ho asen na beka abuja nyumre yam fast da ma wo asante ye bo a Benedict ene news to nyina akoso ya somu akuku a Libia Burger ma me ya Grace ene abusafo nyina Buzi the caption man omu nyina ebo ye Sompa TV so na wo hwe be no achi Sompa 93.1 FM Sompa 90.7 na wo bono na po FM Sompa 98.9 enyumre na kwabra kese na fe